think they've looked dangerous. They've committed people forward. They've had good opportunities. I mean, that's a decent stop. Mendy's done well a couple of times. They've hustled and they've got around people, Mo, haven't they?
Yeah, look at the bodies that Villa have got. I mean, we had 5 bodies there just in shot as we came to that chance there. 4 virtually in the box, long throw-ins. Mings strikes this really well. This second effort from Konza was struck equally as well, then it'd be 1-1. But no, Villa have had their chances, and Chelsea will be in there at half-time thinking, right, this isn't over. We need to get a second goal before we can rest easy, because Villa are coming forward and they're looking reasonably confident.
Yeah, good strike there, Jacob Ramsey. I think in Ramsey, Douglas Luiz, John McGinn, I think they've generally dominated the likes of Kovacic and Saul in there in the middle of the park. They've looked very strong up to now, Villa. They'll be talking right now that they can get back into this.
Well, let's talk about Saul, because he's come into this team with great expectations on him, given that he's won La Liga last season with Atletico Madrid, but he hasn't had the best 45 minutes, has he?
Well, Andy's just mentioned the Aston Villa players dominating, and they have, and that was right early on in the game there. John McGinn giving them a taste of what the Premier League is all about. He's taking too many touches. I mean, we all know he's a world-class player, but you just don't get that time on the ball in the Premier League. He knows what's around him. He takes a turn, but then, players don't just then switch off. They jump back at you and try to win the ball back, and they nearly scored a goal from this, Aston Villa. He needs to really wake up, learn what the Premier League's all about. Too many touches, again there, 2-3 touches, and then gives a sloppy ball away. I mean, it's been a real poor first half. He will be disappointed with his performance, but how many times do we see players just taking a bit of time to get used to the pace of the Premier League?
Absolutely. Well, Chelsea no doubt will be looking to maintain their unbeaten start to this Premier League season, and so too
Carlo Ancelotti's preparation for his Real Madrid's match against Celta Vigo on Sunday night hasn't been ideal, with the group carrying some injuries and with some players returning late from international duty. He will have Luka Modric and Nacho available, however, with Eduardo Camavinga already ready for a possible debut at the Estadio Santiago Bernabéu. Speaking to the press before the match, the Italian emphasized how special it is to return to the Bernabéu this weekend. It's true that it's special for everyone, also for us, to be back in a stadium that's always been a help to the team, he said. We need to play well on our return. That's the main goal, to win, play well and put on a show. The Real Madrid coach also defended club president Florentino Perez after he received criticism from UEFA chief Alexander Ceferin. It seemed strange to me that an organization as important as UEFA would speak like that about a club and a president who have won 13 Champions Leagues, he commented. If a president who has won 13 Champions Leagues is incompetent, what are the others like? New signing Camavinga has integrated well to the group and could feature tomorrow. He's doing well, he's excited and motivated to be here, he said of the 18-year-old. He's trained well and he's available for tomorrow's game. Some players haven't had much time to train with the group before the game after featuring for their countries. Some have only trained a little, but I think they don't have any problems and are ready to play, but I'll speak to them, he told the press. Madrid attempted to sign Kylian Mbappé this summer from Paris Saint-Germain and were ultimately unsuccessful, but Ancelotti is confident in his squad going forward. It's not a disappointment, but he is of course a great player and we wish him all the best, the Real Madrid coach said. Los Blancos usually have a busy schedule throughout the season, competing on all fronts, and Ancelotti believes the players need to be helped as much as possible. There's a problem with the calendar and we all have to work together to solve it, the Italian believes. I think it's good that La Liga are taking decisions to look after players. Players have a lot of games these days and we have to deal with this. He also believes Eden Hazard is getting back to his best. He's good and he's getting back to the Hazard we all know, Ancelotti claimed. I'm excited because he's getting back to the player he was before. There is a plethora of midfield options available at the club this season, and Ancelotti has emphasized that players will have to wait their turn. There's a lot of competition because I have the best players in the world, he said. Everyone says it, not just me. I have Casemiro, Kroos, Modric, Isco, Valverde, Ceballos and Camavinga, but I can't play them all at once. It's important that they're patient and that they accept my decisions. Toni Kroos also won't be rushed back from injury. We're in no rush, he's getting better and I'm not saying that he's close but he's going to return, he said about the German. We want to work it out slowly. Gareth Bale's form has improved of late but Ancelotti believes he can give even more. He's had a good start and needs to keep going, he commented. I think he can still improve and be at his best level. I need to make a decision tomorrow when I have all the players who have played with their national sides. The fans will be back in the Bernabeu this weekend for the first time since before the pandemic, and Ancelotti knows they'll be expected a top performance. If the players give everything on the pitch, the fans can sit back and relax, he concluded. All the players know what the fans expect from them,